Gen Z are fast becoming known as the generation most vocal in demanding sustainable practices. Disappointed in the state in which their predecessors have left the planet, Gen Z are seen to be keen to avoid the environmental mistakes of their elders. But they also live in a world of consumerism. Fast fashion, high food prices, modern electronics, and travel can all stand in the way of a sustainable lifestyle. Has this generation just swapped thoughts and prayers for likes and shares? Or is Gen Z actually making sustainable choices?
Around half of all Gen Z consumers see themselves as sustainable. The oldest members of this generation are now starting to be responsible for their finances after education and entering the workforce. So using our consumer insights, we are now able to have a deeper understanding of whether or not this generation feels favourable towards sustainable products and services. And in general, what we're seeing is that Gen Z consumers are feeling stressed out and poor. The cost of living is impacting their mental health and their wallet. But despite this, Gen Z are willing to spend more money on items such as groceries, beauty and fashion, as long as they're sustainably made. Although, with that in mind, price should not be a barrier. Gen Z wants sustainable products to be available to everyone and not just a luxury item in their shopping baskets.
Sustainable markets are certainly growing in the countries that we analyzed, and millennials and Gen Z are the most active participants. In many markets, millennials and Gen Z make up a similar market share. This is interesting considering that while most millennials are somewhat established professionally, it's only been the past few years in which Gen Z are really starting their own careers. What we see in the data is that young consumers have a strong focus on sustainability. Interestingly, what we saw is that while Gen Z want companies who ignore their environmental duties to be punished, the main thing they want is to have their voices heard.
Generation Z are growing up fast. Stay ahead of everything you need to know with Statista.